morning. Happy April. Looks just like April, doesn't it? When I do my practice early in the morning, it's very quiet. Most of the year it's pre-dawn, so no bird song. Soon that'll be changing. But it's quiet, and so always when I do my practice, I am listening to my breath, as we were talking about on Tuesday. And I realize when you take the class, you're listening to me. So I want to try to do some vinyasas this morning, in which I can instruct you a couple times through and then be quiet and let you do it on your own, so you don't have to have the interference of the voice with your breath. I know that my instructions are the support that you're used to having, but I want to also make some quiet space so you can hear your breath. The movements, the flow of movements in a sequence is informed by the flow of the breath. So if as we're going along and I set you off on your own to repeat a sequence and you get a little confused, see what the breath takes you. It's okay if you invent something, as long as it's consistent with the breath. So this is what we're going to try to do today. To me, the breath is like, in my own practice, it's like the music that goes under a dance. It gives it its tempo, its feel. So I'd like you to have that sense of the movement that you're doing being accompanied and supported by the flow of the breath. Most of the vinyasas we will do this morning will be familiar to you. We've been working on them for the past month or so, which hopefully will help. This first one is it's new, so, but it's not too complicated. So as we go through the first, we'll do 6 repetitions to give you a good amount of time to soak in the sequence. As we go through the first repetitions, and I'm instructing you, really tune into where the body is going. And remember, we want the breath to be lengthened, yes, but also have this quality of sukshma, of subtlety, of smoothness, of refinement. Begin by standing at the back of the mat in Samastiti, settling into your body, feeling the feet connecting to the floor, feeling the height of the body, finding a combination of an upright, supported body and an easeful body. Into this structure we bring the breath. Lips gently closed. Slight constriction at the back of the throat, like you're whispering ah, with your lips closed. Hear the breath. Feel the breath filling from the top to the bottom, emptying from the bottom to the top. So this first sequence will combine Tadasana and Uttanasana, the standing balance and the forward bend. With the inhale, arms will come forward and up. And then with the exhale, the heels lift up off of the floor. With the inhale, reach the heels back down to the floor at the same time you lift your chest up. And then with the exhale, bend down. Come into the forward bend, relaxing the neck and shoulders. Hands touch the legs wherever they comfortably come. And inhale, flatten your back out. And exhale, release back down into the forward bend. Hanging forward, relaxing the neck and shoulders. Inhale, bring the arms forward and up. That was one time through. Here we go again. Exhale, raise the heels. And inhale, lower the heels, stretching up with the chest. Exhale, bend down into the forward bend. Legs are comfortably straight, neck and shoulders easy. Touch the legs or feet. Inhale, flatten the back. You're just drawing the chest away from the belly. And then exhale, release completely into the forward bend. That's the second repetition. Inhale, reach the arms forward, come all the way to the top. Exhale, draw the belly in as you lift the heels. And inhale, lower the heels and open the chest. Exhale, come into the forward bend. And inhale, flatten the back. Exhale, complete exhale as you hang down into the forward bend. And inhale, come to the top. That was 3. I'm going to talk you through again because that was a new one. Exhale, heels lift. Inhale, heels lower, chest stretches up. Hug the belly, bend down. Inhale, flatten the back. Exhale, release into the forward bend, neck and shoulders soft. Inhale, lift to the top. I'm going to talk you through it one more time. Exhale, raise the heels. And inhale, reach the heels to the floor. Exhale, draw the belly in, bend down. And inhale, flatten the back. Exhale, release. Inhale, lift to the top and try it one more time, listening to the flow of your own breath. When you're done, relax into Samastiti. Release the control of the breath. Continue to listen to the sound of the breath, internal listening. We're going to go to a vinyasa, one of the hero vinyasas. This is familiar to you, so I'm only going to instruct it 3 times, so you can go through 3 times on your own. We'll begin with the pelvis steadied, right toes turned out to the side, and left foot stepped forward. Find a steady base here. We will be turning into the triangle pose, so there's a balance challenge. If you feel a little unsteady, bring your left foot farther to the left to begin. Find the stance, good solid stance on both feet, and then bring the hands to Anjali Mudra in front of the chest. Listening to the sound of the breath, inhale, stretch the hands up overhead, keeping the front leg straight. Exhale, bend the left knee and fold down, bringing both hands onto the knee, rounding the back gently. Then inhale, open the arms and the chest, come up into the hero. Exhale, straighten the front leg, bring the hands to the lower back and bend down. We're preparing for the triangle. Inhale and reach the right arm up to the ceiling, turning the chest as you do so. You can turn the hips too. And exhale into the forward bend. Both hands down on the left leg. Inhale all the way up into the hero. Bend the knee, open the arms, hands meet up overhead. And exhale, keep the hands together as you draw them down to the chest and straighten the front leg. So hopefully that feels familiar to you. And I instruct you through it 2 more times, paying attention to the flow of your breath as you move. Inhale. Reach the hands up overhead. Exhale and bend the front knee as you fold down. And inhale, arms open out wide, chest opens. Exhale, forward and bend. Leg is straight, hands come to the back. Inhale, triangle. Left hand on the leg, right arm up to the ceiling. Exhale, fold down into the forward bend. Inhale, bend the knee and open the arms out wide. Lift the chest, hands meet up overhead. And exhale, draw them down to the chest as you straighten the front leg. I'm talking you through it 1 more time. Inhale, stretch the hands up overhead. Exhale, bend your knee and fold down. Inhale, arms wide, chest open. Exhale, fold down, straighten the leg, hands come to the back. Inhale, triangle, left hand on the leg, right arm up to the ceiling. Turn your chest and your hips. And exhale, fold down to the forward bend. Inhale, bend the knee, raise the arms, reach up to the ceiling. And exhale, bring the mudra back down in front of the chest. Okay, so we're going to do it 3 more times. See if you can follow your own breath through the sequence. Don't panic if you get a little confused. Keep breathing and see where the breath takes you. They're at your own pace, and the intention here, of course, is to be focused, but I want you to hear the breath and hear the way the breath accompanies the movement like music would accompany a dance. Two more times through the sequence on your own. Breath is subtle and smooth. ready, return to Samastiti. Relax the breath. Soften the mental reaction. Return to the sense of steadiness and ease in the body. Okay, we're going to do the same thing on the other side. Once again, I'll talk you through the first three so you can refresh that sequence if you need to. Steady the pelvis, turn the left toes out, step the right leg forward. Again, be sure you have a comfortably wide stance here, side to side, so that you can balance well during the triangle challenge. Bring the hands in front of the chest. Subtle breath. If you already know the sequence, bring your attention more and more in and concentrate more inwardly than on my voice. Inhale, extend the arms up overhead. Exhale, bend the knee, fold down. Inhale, lift and open the arms. Exhale, fold down, bringing the hands to the back, straightening the front leg. Inhale, triangle, right hand on the leg, left arm to the ceiling, stretch up. And exhale, forward bend, folding down to the straight leg with both hands. Inhale all the way up into the hero, bend the knee, open the chest, lift the breastbone. Exhale, draw the hands back down in front of the chest as you straighten the right leg. Twice more, listening to me. Inhale, stretching up with the arms. Exhale, bend the front knee, fold down. Inhale, open arms and chest. And exhale, fold down, straighten the front leg and bring the hands to the back. Inhale, triangle. Stretch the left arm up, turn the chest, turn the hips. And exhale, forward bend. Inhale, bend the knee, stretch up with the arms, hands meet overhead. Then exhale, draw the hands back down to the chest as you straighten the front leg. And again, inhale, stretch the arms up, keeping the palms touching, the front leg straight. Exhale, bend the front knee and fold down. Inhale, lift and open the chest, arms wide. And exhale, bend down, straighten the leg and hands come to the back. Inhale, triangle, stretch up with the left arm. Exhale, fold down. Inhale all the way up to the hero, stretching up. And exhale, draw the hands back down in front of the chest. Now you're going to try it 3 times on your own. Listen to the breath. Let the breath guide your way through. more repetitions on your own. When you're done, step back to Samastiti. Steady, comfortable pose. Breathing relaxed. Continue to hear the sound of the breath as it moves at its own pace. Okay, Ardha Utkatasana. We'll do a pose that you know well now. I'll just talk you through it one time. Inhale, arms come forward and up. Exhale, the knees bend. We fold down, relaxing the neck and shoulders. Inhale, the arms come up, the chest lifts, straighten the legs. And exhale, bring the arms down the front. Please try that 5 more times on your own. You know this sequence. Follow what your body knows and listen to the breath. Three more times through. Keep the breath smooth and subtle. Keep listening to the breath. you're done, relax the breath. Heart is probably beating a little faster now. Hear the sound of the internal breath. Okay, we're going to do a pose where we just stay still for 6 breaths. So no vinyasa to remember, but still listening to the sound of the breath and keeping count of the breath. We're going to do the dancer. This is the pose where we hold the back leg. So if you would prefer, if you want a little balance help, go by a wall and you can use your hand on the wall to support you. If you're going to use the wall, you're facing the wall. I'm going to bring the balance onto the left foot. Bend the right knee and reach back. Grab a hold of the right ankle. You could also grab your pants if that's a little too tight. Inhale, stretch the left arm up. You can tilt forward a little bit and bend the back a bit if you like, or just stand up straight and stretch the front of the thigh. Once you're in position, steady gaze. Listen to your subtle breath for 6 breath cycles. That's 6 inhale, exhales. Keep it smooth, keep it subtle. When you're done, return to Samastiti. Relax into this easy, steady balance. Listen to your breath. If it wants to speed up now, by all means, let it go. Let's stand on the other leg now. Bring the attention into the right leg. Shift the balance onto the right foot. Bend the left knee. Grab a hold of the foot. Extend the right arm up or touch the wall in front of you with your right fingertips. And count 6 breath cycles on your own. Smooth breath, subtle breath, listening to the sound of the breath. Remember, gaze steady. When you're done with 6 breaths, over the arm and the foot. Return to Samastiti. Continue to hear the sound of the breath, inflow, outflow. We're going to come down to sit on the heels. So come to your knees, tuck your toes under, sit on the heels for a moment, continuing to let the breath flow freely, stretching the toes. See if the breath can relax and not react to that. If that's very tight, soften your shoulders and your breath more. Now let's stand up tall on the knees, hands behind the back for the sweeping arm Svajrasana. Subtle inhale, arms out and up, lift the chest. Subtle exhale, pull the belly in, bend down, hands come to the back. Inhale, arms out and up, lift the chest. Hands meet up overhead. And exhale. Hold down, hands coming to the back. Relax the neck and shoulders. Inhale, smooth the breath as you come up. And keep it subtle as you bend down. Please do that 3 more times on your own. Move to your breath like it's the accompanying music. On the last child's pose, stay there. You can place the hands under the forehead or release the arms wherever they're comfortable. Relax the breath. Keep hearing the sound of the breath. Now come forward, stretch all the way out in the stomach, hands making a pillow under the forehead. Relax like that for a moment. And then we're going to work with the Ardha Shalabhasana, the half locust variation. So please bring your right hand down to touch the outside of the right thigh and turn your face so you're looking at your left elbow. Resting the right ear, right cheek on the left hand. We're just moving up with inhale and down with exhale. So not a lot of instructions to follow. Listen to the breath. Subtle breath. Inhale, raise the chest, head, arm, and right leg. And exhale, lower down. We're going to do the same thing 5 more times. Inhale, lift, chest, head, arm, right leg, and exhale, lower down. Inhale, lift, continuing to look to the left, and exhale, lower down. Please do it 3 more times, subtle breath. When you're done, stack the hands up again and turn the forehead down and rest for a moment there. Forehead's on the hands, legs relaxed, relax the flow of the breath. Now we'll do the other side. Bring your left hand down to touch the outside of the left leg and turn your face so that you're looking at your right elbow. Inhale, raise the upper body and the left leg. And exhale, lower down. Inhale, lift. Chest, arm, head, and left leg up. And exhale, lower down. Keep the movement smooth and the breath smooth. You're not moving far, so move slowly. Inhale to lift. And subtle breath as you come back down. Please do it 3 more times. And when you're done, stack the hands again. Rest your forehead down on your hands. Relax the legs, relax the breath. Move yourself back into a child's pose. Hips back to the heels. Finding a comfortable child's pose. Feel your back stretch. From here, we're going to do something a little different. I'd like you to do a vinyasa, a flow of movements linked to the breath. It doesn't have to be any particular order. You have done these little sequences many times. You could just stay with Chakrabakasana, just coming from all fours back to your hips to your heels. You can add in an up dog or a down dog. You can lift your hands to stand on the knees. Do some simple combination of a flow of movements, following your breath and keeping the breath subtle. Feel free to move or stay. Like if you go to downward facing dog, maybe you'll feel like staying for a couple breaths, or keep moving through. Do what works for you. We'll do this just for a couple minutes. Following the sound of your breath. Begin to bring your vinyasa to a close. Move towards a child's pose. And once you've completed the vinyasa, we're going to come onto the back. If you like, bring the knees into the chest. Or rest with the feet on the floor or the legs outstretched. Take a moment in whatever back lying position feels comfortable. Continue to release the breath for a few more cycles. And now come into the position lying on your back with your knees bent, feet on the floor. And we're going to do a vinyasa with Dvipada Pidam. This too should be familiar. We've done it fairly recently. I'm going to talk you through it 3 times. Continue to listen to the breath internally as you follow the instructions. With the inhale, raise just the arms up and back towards the floor behind you. And then with the exhale, take the hips up to the ceiling. So stay like that and breathe in, slowly in. And exhale, leave your arms on the floor and bring your hips down. And stay and breathe in slowly. And then exhale, bring the arms down to the sides. Keeping the breath subtle and smooth. Inhale, arms only up and back. Exhale, pelvic lift, raise the hips to the ceiling. Stay and inhale, breath in slowly, smoothly. Exhale, hips only to the floor, arms stay back on the floor behind you. And stay as you are and inhale. And exhale, lower the arms down to the sides. Again, subtle breath, arms up and back. Exhale, hips to the ceiling. Stay, inhale. Exhale, hips only down. Stay, inhale. Exhale, the arms down to the sides. Please try that 3 more times on your own. Follow the breath. If you get confused, follow the breath. Twice more. Keep the breath subtle. Keep listening to it. One more repetition. Keep the breath subtle. We're going to move to the wall and do the legs up the wall. If you don't like that, you can also just move to a chair and rest your feet up on a chair with your knees bent. And if you're going to the wall, you can use the support under the pelvis for a little more immersion effect if you like, a folded blanket. Or you can just stretch the legs straight up the wall. So if you're going to use the support under the pelvis, first you get your feet up on the wall before you place it there. In either case, you want to be comfortably and close to the wall. And then with the knees bent, feet against the wall, we'll set up to take the support underneath. If you're not going to use anything under the pelvis, just stretch the legs up. If you want more hamstring stretch, you can move in closer to the wall, but please keep your tailbone down on the floor. If you're going to use the support under the hips, exhale as you raise your hips up to give you some support. Then slide your blanket under the back of the pelvis. So the edge of the blanket or folded towel should be right at the top of the pelvis. And then you can extend the legs up. We're going to do 12 breaths. Think of that as 2 sets of 6 and count to 6 2 times. Count to 6 2 times, focusing on the subtlety of the breath. So we do want to use ujjayi. There is going to be that gentle constriction in the throat, but listen to the breath. If you'd like to count on your fingers, you can do that also. becoming as smooth as silk. Halfway there, do 6 more breath cycles, making the breath fine and subtle. When you're finished with the 12 breaths, relax your breathing. We'll bend the knees. If you have the support under your pelvis, you want to put the soles of the feet on the wall. If you didn't have that, you can just bring the knees to the chest. And again, let's use an exhale to support the hips up off of that blanket and bring the hips down to the floor. Turn to the side, return back down onto the mat with the knees into the chest for Apanasana. 6 repetitions of Apanasana to finish the asana. Make the breath become, or allow the breath to become very, very subtle here. Very quiet. Refined breath. Exhale. Knees coming into the chest. Inhale, float the knees away from the chest. 5 more repetitions. stretch out long into Shavasana. Legs comfortably wide, soft in the hips. Shoulder blades flat and broad, arms opened out with the palms up. Neck and shoulders easy. Completely relaxing the control of the breath. Keeping an inward focus as the body rests. Observe the breath. Notice it moving in and out at its own pace. Now make your way slowly up into a comfortable seat. Bring yourself into a seated posture on the floor or on a chair. Sit bones supported, spine lengthened, crown of the head reaching to the ceiling, shoulders relaxing away from the ears. We'll do a little bit of alternate nostril exhale. Right hand is your valve, index and middle finger folded down. Keep that position of the hand and allow your hand to rest down on the knee. The inhales will be a gentle, subtle ujjayi. The exhales through the alternate nostril. Inhale, gentle ujjayi. At the end of the breath, raise your right hand, cover the right nostril, breathe out through the left. Pause and lower the hand, and then inhale, gentle ujjayi. And pause and raise the hand, cover the left nostril, and exhale out through the right side. Pause to lower the hand. Inhale ujjayi, keep it subtle. Pause to lift the hand and exhale left. Pause, then inhale ujjayi. Pause and exhale right. Do 3 more cycles like that on your own. Listen to the sound of the breath. Keep it subtle and silky. Do 1 more round. That'll be an exhale through the left and an exhale through the right. once you've had that exhale through the right, rest your hand down, relax your breath. Take just about a minute in quiet here. Eyes closed, senses internally directed, listening to the sound of the breath as it flows at its own pace. Now begin to let your sense of hearing open out. Notice the sounds around you. And slowly, eyes will come open. Hands into Anjali Mudra. Namaste. Thank you. Hope that you are feeling internal and calm. Can let me know. I won't send you off on your own too often like that, but it's good practice both for the focus and to be able just to hear your own self. So I hope that you enjoyed that. And I'm going to be taking a couple days off. I won't be teaching on Saturday or next Tuesday. Of course, there are lots of classes for you to take, so no need for you to take any time off unless you need to. Please help yourself to some other class. Or try this one again if you want to keep working with that internal focus. Thank you very much.